What's the name of the project?
The project is called American Clay.
You don't say.
I do say.
Let's get it.
Did not know that.
Life's tough.
Cause I was like, horses. You did this?
So this is based on a true story, based on the life of your grandmother.
This project is about a young woman who fought to understand herself, to get a greater knowledge of understanding around her history, and to vigorously and ferociously fight for what is hers. Spent a lot of time talking about our grandmother and her journey through life. And it was very inspiring to me. And a couple of days later, called Carmen and said, hey, do you think this is a movie? Do we think we have something here? And she's like, absolutely.
I'm really thankful for sort of the freedom that we had to try all these different avenues.
Yeah.
Because every thing that we tried that didn't wind up working, there was something that we brought with us to the version that finally made it.
When I was reading the script, there was a part of horses in there, and I was like, I'm in. This is it for me. I'm in. No, but really, when I read the script, I love horses. I love, being outside. When I saw that this script was like an American story, and it was like one of those foundational Black American stories, I was just super down, because it's one of those things that doesn't get represented too often. And to be able to tell it with people that like are actually a part of it, it's like family, it was like, oh, I can't pass this opportunity.
When I met you in person was when I really felt like there was something else there in your energy that mapped to our family. And it really does come out in her portrayal of Bernice with the energy and the emotion and the passion and all of that, which was really important in casting for this role.
The fact that I came on probably the last of everyone, right? That's daunting in itself, especially to know that the family is going to be present, filming. So there's another layer of anticipation and being scared and anxious to do that. I think that there are just so many characteristics that she has that I relate to. Definitely one of my favorite roles to date, because I got to be so physical, and this project I know means so much to so many people, so it makes it even more special.
My mom kind of she's very nonchalant about a lot of things, and so she's like, oh, we're thinking of making it into a documentary or a movie or something, and I was like, oh, that's cool, like, can I be in it? And then she was like, maybe, I don't know. And then eventually reading that script, I was like, wow, this is insane. And for a second I was like, wait, this is my family. And then I went back and read it again, because I was like, it's crazy to connect all of this information.
I saw your tape and I didn't recognize you. We had met in person, and then I saw your tape and I was like, oh, who's this? This is a good actor. And then Vi's like, that's Ella. We had dinner. And I was like, what the?
Yeah, right. He was like, what?
This is a foundational American story.
Yeah.
And so when we talk about Native Americans, African Americans, European Americans, this is everybody's story. Society wants us to look at it, you have this lens, and you have this lens, and you have this lens. You never really see a story where we're all in the same frame. And this is to me.
And the things that Bernice went through in that school, my grandmother went through in Poland in the middle of World War II. It is an American story, but it is like such a human story of overcoming.
I feel like this film allows you to feel the humanity, and also it encapsulates just what it is like to be a human during that time.
What does music bring to the creative process?
Well, you know, we talk about that a lot, music, and how music is the heartbeat of existence. Reality, from everything from prison songs to chain gang to slavery to revolutionaries to overcoming things to spiritual when you're sad. It's the soundtrack to life. I just think that music, I wanted this American Clay soundtrack to be its own thing, because I feel like it'll live longer. And so when I went into it, my mindset thing, I want to give the story its own voice and its own heartbeat.
My favorite part is the very last scene of the film. My favorite song, A Mess,
Yeah.
is playing, and Caitlin's walking, and just seeing those two things come together, I was like, whoa, this is really Like we've made something here.
There's a quote that I heard one time that art is how you decorate space and music is how you decorate time. I think the emotional backbone of the story comes from the music. What you feel when you get the goosebumps and that's the music.
Seeing the trailer is so killer. I think I'm just amazed by the trailer. Like every time I see it, I just like have a big smile on my face. I'm like, ooh, this is good. We did the thing, you know?
The thing that I'm precious about, which I think you both, I hope everyone agrees, but I found with you two working creatively is like, what are we trying to say about the world, about each other? What messages are we giving to our audience? And that's the thing that you will like go through hell to try to preserve.
Yeah. I really like working with people that don't need to be guided. You know, I want to work with people that, you know, you're dope in your own right. I don't need to micromanage you because I don't want to be micromanaged. And I think those are the best creators because if you really care about it and you love what you do, you're going to do your best to be better at it.
My favorite scene is the bedroom scene in the beginning. Watching the intensity and the passion and the excitement and this fear was extraordinarily compelling.
I think my favorite scene was probably the run scene. I'm an action guy and the commitment, and then when you decided to take off your shoes, it's like I had to do this barefoot. I was like, that's what I'm talking about, nigga. I said, I told you, let's go, you want more dirt in your hair? I was like so charged because she was like, yeah, I need a little more dirt, and she running the trees, and I'm like, that's acting, you hear me?
There's such a small moment in the short where Caitlin, as Bernice, is resting her head in her mother's lap and her mother is singing her a song. And the moment I saw that frame, that to me is the whole movie, the themes of the movie.
We did screenings in Chicago, New York, Austin, LA, a lot of places. And I think almost at every single screening, at least one person commented on how this represented their family in some ways. They saw their grandmother in Bernice. Or,
People of all ethnicities.
yeah, and that was just something that was so cool because obviously it's super close to me, but then seeing it touch other people is super special.
We knew how great this was going into it at so many moments, and now finally people get the opportunity to see what we have seen for a year. And that's very gratifying.
There's a lot of people who don't get their story told. And so when they see themselves and they see their family and they see their heritage on screen and their reactions, their questions, their comments, that stuck to me because it was like, okay, we're doing something bigger than just us. You know what I mean? This is something that's gonna have impact just bigger than what we're, our immediate circle, which was cool to me.
What do we hope audiences feel when the credits roll?
Elation, like surprise, bewilderment.
Taking all the good words.
As we continue to move forward with this development of this film and the characters and all of it, the sky's the limit for us.
I hope that it opens up space for people to have conversations about these hard times and about how it relates to our world now and how it relates to them and just how we can all just change and be better.
I think I'm most excited about the psychological moments that these characters are gonna go through, right?
Yeah.
Because this is, even though it's a story of our grandparents and great-grandparents, it's stuff that we deal with in a way, but we don't deal with. You know what I mean? So to see what you have to do to overcome and see what you have to do to have a real character arc. I think we had one in the short film with Bernice's character, but in the feature, I'm excited to the psychological and the arc of Bernice from who she is at the beginning of the story to who she is at the end and what it takes to get there. So that's what excites me. Yeah.
We have given a really good snippet of something that's about to be magical, and it's going to be something that people talk about. It's going to be a game changer. It's a phenomenal piece of work, and I'm excited to see where it goes and how it gets there.
We all couldn't have done it without each other.
No, not at all.
Right?
Not at all.
And so it's like, it's not you did this.
Yeah.
It's we did this
Yeah.
for all of us, and it shows that like it's better than the sum of its parts.
So it was really cool to be around people that that excel at what they do, and that made this process one of the easiest.
I feel like each and every one of you have taken this story, the people, all of the emotion, and brought it together so beautifully that I feel like we've come together as a family, and that's how I think that is one of the reasons that we're able to have such beauty is because of this familial chemistry, and I think it's going to be something that sends us like a rocket to the moon with the film because it's rare.
How does it feel for you, award-winning
It's
director?
like, it's surreal, like they said. It's like I've been making videos for a long time, and to get an award-winning film, it's like, oh, is this me? Who is this?
Yeah.
So I think that's it.
All right, guys.
Thanks so much,
Mary
everyone.
Clay.
Yeah.
Let's lead the way. Let's lead the way.